From hobby renovator to founder of Australia's fastest growing online building fixtures retailer, Scott Pendlebury founded Renovator Store, which is changing the way people shop. So, is he a game changer? Let's find out. I'm Sarah Harris. Welcome to Game Changers. Scott, welcome to Game Changers.
Thanks, Sarah.
So what is it that makes someone leave a hugely successful investment banking career to take on home renovation?
Well, banking's a very difficult job, but one thing it gave me was a lot of exposure to other businesses. And that gave me a great, understanding of what would work for me and really motivated me to take the best of what I learned and chase my own dreams.
So you got rid of the suit. You're stuck on the checkered shirt, which looks excellent on you, by the way.
Getting rid of the suits may be the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, right. Really?
T-shirts and board shorts is what we wear in the office.
But you actually are quite handy around the house. You have a real passion for home renovation.
Don't know how I've fit it in over the years, but I've done 3 or 4 successful renovations of my own, and I'm a constant home handyman, improving things around the house. It's just something I like doing.
How much guts does it take to put everything on the line and take this huge leap of faith?
There was no real online presence for building fixtures in Australia, and I thought it was an obvious thing to do. So I never really looked at it as I'm really taking a leap of faith here. I thought it was a pretty obvious step, and it was a void that needed to be filled, and the first person that filled it and did it well would change the market.
Tell us about Renovator Store.
Well, Renovator Store is an online renovation products business. So we sell everything from floorboards all the way through to indoor and outdoor lighting, and there's a lot more. So it's all online. You can shop on your couch, and it delivers throughout Australia and New Zealand. Most items are free shipping. So a bit like what's happened to the book market and the music market and the fashion market, we typically try to be 40 to 60% off what you'll find in the traditional stores.
How do you manage to cut that much off the price?
We're not cutting it off the price. We're putting a fair margin on what the products actually cost. So I think the question's really for the established players or the historical players in the market, why are their prices so much higher? I guess our advantage comes down to 2 things. One, we're pure online, so it's far cheaper to run a website and warehouses and get the raw product to the customer as quickly as possible.
What the established players do have over you, it seems, though, is that the showroom where you can touch and feel and see fixtures in real life. Yep. and you can imagine it then in your home. How do you compete with that?
Look, as any good online store does, we have a full money-back guarantee. So the idea is you've got a lot of information on the product on the screen. You've got our help desk to ring and ask questions about installation, about product details. For many, it's far more convenient to be inspecting the products in their own lounge room rather than with a salesperson peering over their shoulder, pushing them to buy. Pressuring
them into Mission Brown tiles. There's been a real leaning towards eco homes and eco-friendly building materials, and you've got quite a good range as well on the website. Is that something that's important to you, that sustainability?
It comes down to 2 things, and we visit all the factories and manufacturers that we buy from, and we do what we can to make the manufacturing process as environmentally friendly as possible. And the second thing is we give advice on what they might be able to do to minimise the ongoing impact of their products.
So your focus is helping people renovate their homes, but Renovator Store also does a lot of really great work for kids who don't have a roof over their head. You do some great work with a charity called Ladder.
We recognise our customers are lucky enough to own a home as well as be improving it, and at the same time there's 30,000 youth that don't have a home in Australia. So Ladder is a charity that's tackling that youth homelessness. They do all the work. What we do is give $1 from every sale and $1 from every service review to Ladder to assist them with their work. And look, every little bit counts. And as we grow, that contribution will grow.
They say that success can be pretty lonely, but it sounds like you've got a really good team around you.
Exactly. The whole team is there. We don't really have any hierarchy at all. Everyone's encouraged to think like an entrepreneur. It's a fairly young team, and the team's all sharing in the profit that the business is generating. So that's an important part. It's amazing how people think a little bit differently when they feel part of the business. They all share in the profit. It's very different from your standard corporate.
Are you still renovating homes? How's your house looking now? Because my husband's in IT and our internet never works. You know what they say, if your husband's
Plumber's always got a dripping tap.
Yeah.
Look, we're always trying some of the products from our store, so whether it's a new tap or a sink, and we firmly believe that if we can't recommend a product and we can't sell a product unless it's hands down what we'd want in our own house.
There'd be people out there working for the man, slaving away for someone else, who'd be looking at your story thinking, I want to do that. I want to live the dream. I want to work in my board shorts and do what I love. What would be your best piece of advice to them?
To make your own decisions, to take some risks, and to enjoy the benefits when it does succeed. So I think it makes you want to wake up in the morning and actually go to work rather than endure another day in the office. Maybe not everyone's the same like that, but I haven't seen someone who's joined an entrepreneurial team who hasn't been positive about the experience.
Scott, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks very much.